in the open qualifiers to this very dominantly on Ancient. That was 13-1. And then at the same time, obviously we spoke about Entafina and the fact that Team Spirit were able to overwhelm them on Vertigo. On Ancient, it was a different story. That was incredibly one-sided. So I feel like we've set this up perfectly. It's very hit or miss what Team Spirit we're going to get. But one thing we know is that VP.Angels are normally pretty consistent. They start on the defense as well, which I think feels a little bit easier. I feel like VP.Angels would be a lot happier to start on the defense. Margot already taking a fight, nearly going straight in the P250.
Accelerating in through the donut. Margot is going to be hearing this. She's ready for this fight and has support in towards Temple, and now a whole trickle of reinforcements coming on over, but they're backing out. They're going back up to Ledge and over to B. The VP haven't fully committed, so it comes down to this. Ronica blows Mio out of the water. Ulis finds her kill and a Gooch to follow up. Ronica is just absolutely plugged in today. She's not done yet. Fighting on 4. The Glock at that range might be getting a little bit wild, but it doesn't matter. Ulis is finding the kills as well. 3 for her. And a more nothing she can do. Ulis with the quad kill.
Ulis with the quad kill in this game. In the other game as well, with NIP and Entafina, it was M-San with a quad kill over on T-side. So T-side pistols and quad kills are the trend right now. Obviously, we'll keep you updated with the community broadcast. Team Spirit, I feel like maybe overcomplicating that a little bit, but it doesn't matter when you are hitting headshots like that. The audacious one for me is the dink that Ronica gets outshot. Like, that was instantaneous. BP relegated immediately. Just the pistols, flashbangs over the top of middle. Send Team Spirit searching for intel, and they're going to find it if they keep heading in towards Donut. Pistols very close. Molly goes deep. Averona maybe not ready for the shallow players. USP's on the follow-up. Not quite. Ayaka wants a Zeus kill.
Oh, this is a good spot for it, actually. I personally would prefer the other side.
Yes, Zeus connoisseur.
Yeah, well, normally this is the first side that you clear. If you're coming up as a teak, you don't clear the left because it exposes you deeper to red. So normally you'll kind of hug close right. And Ayaka's just going to swing. Gets at least a bit of damage done, but it's not the kill she was hoping for. And they only lose 1 against the pistols, but that's about what we expected from that round. Because now VP will get all the guns out.
I tell you what, I know we spoke about the riflers for Team Spirit, but I really want to kind of I'm going to set the scene. I'm going to really try and get this narrative point going. And that is Ulis against VP.Angels. She was on VP.Angels. She knows how they're going to play. 5-0 already. I'm just saying, like, this could be the map for Ulis. What time for it to be as well. Great nades. Look at all that damage. Sure, it's the bonus for Team Spirit, but that is a heavy consequence at the cost of very minimal for VP.
Aggressive from Amor, and she's punished. Didn't really have a lot of support. Just playing around that smoke, which fades just as she does fall. So an opening kill for Spirit. Margot, that footstep definitely heard by the player at elbow as well, so they know this presence in towards Donut. Margot very known now. Ronica is honed in on her position, but she decides to walk on by.
Did she get
red
seen?
smoke? I don't think so, but it's definitely, there's a timing they're aware of.
I don't know if it is a timing they're aware of. You got that kill on Ulis, but no one is considering Ronica. Oh, this is great.
Yeah, they have no idea. The issue is... Okay, maybe there's no issue. If she's going to go deep Temple, it could have been an issue. This kill's free. Oh. Margot is right there. Ready for that immediate trade. Puts into the 3-on-3, and you still got to deal with her, but they are taking space in towards A. A smoke on the donut, and not enough bullets in the chamber. Jammie gets a freebie because of it. She's under pressure. Neo is going to deal with her. It's Famus is in the retake, and a flash forward. It's going to allow Averona to slip into this position. No kit as well. They just have to brawl it out. Akinor has found a little bit of a window to walk on through, but Averona finds her place, and Mio now can't get it done. A triple for Averona and 3 on the board for VP.
Well played by Averona. I really like that as well because Jammie's throwing utility. So instead, Averona steps in, doesn't swing, just drops the grenade and then walks back into the position to the point where they are still playing 2-on-1s. So much better in the afterplant here for Spirit. I'm impressed. And if you can now get an output out of all of these riflers, this is worrying for VP. Yet again, look at this buy. And the entry kill. How many opening kills have we seen for Team Spirit? It feels like every single time.
And it's
in the
Averona
round
again. She's been, she's actually one of the, I think, the better players on this map and showing it. Taking those mid spawns when they're available to her. Getting a lot out of it. And again, it is just the pistols from VP. So still at very early stages, but for Team Spirit, the bounce back in this series has been great to watch.
Got to talk about early conditioning as well. And that is in the gun rounds. And I guess even in the second round as well for Team Spirit. It's a lot of aggression in towards mid, but not just middle, in red. And now if you're VP.Angels going forward, you're going to worry about that gap. And you're going to be plugging it a lot more effectively. But that is going to open up the extremities. And I feel like this is what Team Spirit are working on right now. A lot of heavy posturing towards the middle of the map, which makes the sides a lot more vulnerable. This stack, though, is in a very good place for VP.
Yeah, they're in the perfect position for it. Oh, nice little dink and the swing through for Mir. Amor is no. She did get the kill with the USP. Akinora slots on through as well. Jammie able to recover, though, with 2. Surely Margot, she's the one with the armor, though. She can definitely win this out. Time's an issue. Jammie has to stick this by Margot. She can deny it, but oh, it is going to come on through. And Ronica steps on up with the kill at the very end. If that bomb had been denied, that round gets very scary. And already, just having one survive for Spirit, that is not how they wanted that round to go.
No, but they got it. And that's the most important thing, because they keep the momentum. You can understand, obviously, the reluctancy to obviously go for that bomb denial immediately. And that is because where Jammie's got this kill and the follow-up, you assume she's going to be in towards CT. Or she could be in towards close default on the right-hand side, holding for Donut. That's why it's the worry to actually go for the swing and try and deny the bomb. And of course, Ronica in the 1v1. I mean, she's always going to swing. She's got bundles of confidence. Look at this again. She wants it. She wants blood. She smells it in the water. Mio dealt with. Another opening for Spirit.
Always finding them. And again, I mean, she's just able to walk in towards Jaguar and post up on that angle and find the kill, right? It doesn't feel like it's a great kill, don't get me wrong, but it doesn't feel like she has to work particularly hard for it. But no, neither does Ayaka on that one. Just holding back. Ula's boosted on up, does reveal her position, puts it back into the 4-on-4. Look at this aggression. More and Margot have gone on an expedition, and more if she comes around elbow now. Has herself a kill locked in.
You can still go. If you're a Spirit, you need to as well. You just need to get Ayaka and Akinora off the angles, and you can't do it. Jammie thrown into a clutch. First time a 1 versus X situation is required for Spirit. We'll get the bomb down at the bare minimum. But now he's hoping for success.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be an easy one for her. But first kills hers. It's clean. That's all it's going to be. VP's push really doing a lot there. The information they were able to get. And that was with the opening kill coming for Ronica.
I'll be honest as well. That is actually just really unlucky. And it all stems from the fact that Ayaka goes searching from long, looks down ramp. Because if you look at the mini-map, tenweri was holding for this A main aggression. She was holding for the push the entire time. But as soon as that kill comes in from B, she feels like she needs to move and help out her teammates. And that creates the spacing.
VP get on the board. recovery from the 4v5. Lurk smoke thrown on forward. Ulis gonna look to take advantage of it. Counter smoke from the CTs, but it has a gap on the left-hand side. And yeah, it's just an extra lurk smoke for her, really. She spotted one. Akinora is aware, but it doesn't matter. Ulis slips on in, finds that kill. She's still remaining active. Meanwhile, the hit's coming on to A. That's the bomb out in the open, and tenweri's found too.
It's these openers from tenweri. And Ulis has just been such a nuisance. Like, what can you do? Where can you go? Mio has to, come back and try and bail out Ayaka. She will find the kill in the end, but it's done. Like, the round is over. That's cool from Team Spirit. The first time we've really seen a fake of sorts. Outside of the pistol, I know it was like numbers concentrated, but it's utility being thrown up B. It's the scaling as well of Ulis to take the initiative and throw a spanner in the works for VP. And that, yeah, again, creates room. tenweri with these entries is just sublime. And they take a knock and they bounce right back. 5-1 now for Team Spirit.
This the ult being saved is a boon into the next round. They'll have enough money for everybody. Yeah, that smoke that's thrown forward. It's just, I don't know whether it just gets a little cut on the edge. I don't know if it really matters so much in the grand scheme of things because of the entries onto A regardless. Like, even if Ulis doesn't get a kill there and say she's found, I don't know if that actually changes the outcome of the round.
So I feel like what the smoke was supposed to do is land just at the top of ramp, and that's the common counter to that lurk smoke, because then it doesn't feel as safe pushing and scaling up the ramp. But because it missed it gave Ulis that window. And look at this from Team Spirit. They're now just going into a full exec. They dropped a smoke cave. Ayaka's holding for the cross, but it's going to be smoked off. Oh, they're going before it though. tenweri, that is brave.
Luckily, just the scathing blow under the shoulder. Ayaka is able to at least get that kill eventually through the smoke, and a more in towards Donut, trying to step up where Margot fell, but neither finding their mark against Avarina. Now, considering the retake, 3 are sticking around. They know players are low from these engagements. They know a leg came through. They know Avarona is limping in the Donut. And a smoke forward is going to isolate this position. You have 3 players on the T side in towards mid and Donut. So that smoke has done wonders in isolating them. In fact, Henry's just on default and dealt with. Molotov is available. Smoke as well goes on forward, sticking the bomb. The Flames actually find the kill. Jammie does deal with Ayaka, who was defusing though, and Ulis gets another through the smoke. And in the backline, she gets her second, and Spirit, they don't allow the retake one bit.
I was really scared for Spirit because I liked the idea of the flank from Ulis, but she had all the utility. She had the grenade that could have blown open that donut smoke potentially. She had the molly that could have landed over at Brokey, which would have denied the split. Very much like Ayaka's demonstrating there in the highlight. But Spirit, hold on. And all the smoke kills that were kind of falling in favor of VP, these retakes that we've been really praising them for, this time are falling a little bit flat. And it's because Team Spirit have got the confidence to go for these fights, which is something we didn't see in map 1.
I like the, I don't think it was exactly related, but we saw the highlight of Ulis getting the 2 kills, and then it's her on the cams kind of just, rolling her shoulders, getting into the groove of it. Two massive kills on the flag. I was really worried when that smoke came down with the positioning. Yeah. Especially with the deep incendiary behind it. But able to withstand the test. VP will have a bit of a halfie. I do like that they're getting aggressive into A main.
Well, I don't like that Ronica's holding it. Scary for VP. You can't go around the corner.
Oh, yeah. She's so ready for this. And I think also the conditioning of them going a couple of rounds in a row now, it's going to have them feeling like maybe some aggression might come out from the CTs to respond to that.
Is anyone going to go back and hold this? Because the bomb is isolated. You need to go back and grab it. You can see tenweri is wary of it. got the first, ready for the second. Oh, she's so good at getting multi-kills. Ridiculous. Leo's next up, surely. Veronica, that's a rare whiff.
Five sevens coming to be, but I don't think they're going to be fighting too much, as the bomb is going to be joining up with the gang that's going through Donut. Spirit's T side. Really, it's just one-way traffic at the moment. Oh, Jammie is dinked and dealt with. That's an AK that we picked up. But at this moment, you know, saving a couple of rifles over isn't really going to be feeling that great when you've already given 7 over on the T side.
Job done if you're Team Spirit, really. Now you're just looking to close out the half in a dominant fashion and not allow VP.Angels to give themselves anything to work with, any sort of lifelines. I feel like Team Spirit would be happy with 8-4. I feel like obviously anything greater than that is just fantastic, but 8-4 is kind of your floor. I feel like if you allow 7-5, that's where VP.Angels come with the pistol and think, all right, we're here, we're ready. The breakpoints are so, I guess, amplified in MR12. It's weird to say that 7-5 is so different to 8-4, but it is. It's a mental thing, I think.
See what they can put up. Ayaka's got the AWP out. Seen her post up with it kind of the passive over towards A, which is fairly common with AWPers, to be fair. It can be a map that's a little tricky to get presence on, but she's come over to B. That's what the action she mentioned is going to be. A fast pop into the site. Smoke comes on forward, and Ulyss is charging on through an incendiary drop. Mio's going to extract herself. And Team Spirit have found their way into the bomb site, but that incendiary has separated half of the pack. No smoke towards long. Ayaka can't deal with Averona, who goes for a wide swing past her scope. And now Ulyss steps on through, running them over, demolishing them over on B. Akinora in the cave as the smokes fade, wants to try and get involved, but she's so separated. This is 8. The rest of the team is completely removed. They're locked out. There's no way to get into this round.
Ninja.
Oh, maybe she could. Maybe that is the way in.
I don't think they'll allow it.
No one's come through cave.
Oh, no, it could happen, you know.
Oh my god. She's gonna do it. Smoke comes forward. Oh, it's not onto her position. No, unlucky. Wasn't planned a default. It was over on the other side. Does take someone else down for her troubles, but I like the idea.
She could have had it.
Yeah, if the smoke, that's a shame.
I gotta really praise Spirit, though, because obviously we're talking about pace changes a lot in this first half, but the decision to throw the lurk smoke, which you've been doing for a couple of rounds, and scaling with it. Normally, if you're VP, you think, okay, well, it's just going to be Ulyss. That's it. No, it's the whole damn squad. Really cool. Really cool. I think it's been... Obviously, there's a blemish on the record, but for all intents and purposes, a perfect T-half from Spirit. Like, I cannot fault them. Oh, I thought that was a kill.
It really looked like it was going to be on the money. And she's not missed too many. Continuing to hunt with that AWP. VP terrified. And they've used all their utility, essentially. And with a minute 20 on the clock, yeah, Moore gets aggressive. And that's going to be to her demise. Margot's still hanging out. They're aware she could be around. Flames come forward, and it's just as she gets into that position. Server to find the kill. The she falls, and you know you've already found another on towards A main. You got a fast position from tenweri. It's easy to walk in. Mia might find a slight gap here, but now she's known. Still finds the kill on Ulyss. This is on.
There's no util, though. That's your issue. You got one smoke. There is a kit. Boost up is everything here. This is the power position for Jammie. No flashes to get you involved in the bomb site. That smoke, that means, has to be deployed to cut off Donut, and that's primarily where Team Spirit have been, but this time it's double up in towards main. Shadow spotted. That's why tenweri can spam. Jammie saw it. Tap on the bomb. Oh, it will be the execute. Oh, I honestly thought the no-scope was coming through. Instead, it's just tenweri. Incredible scenes from Team Spirit. They are changing it ever so slightly, and it's these variations that are continuously catching VP off guard.
Yeah, great round from tenweri. Gets the 4 in it, but I think the two big ones were the opening kill onto the Amor, who was pushing in towards A main. But then this one here is really sick. That's a really hard kill to get, right? With Aki and Aura darting back and forth. Oh, what a beautiful little triple kill. Great round from her.
Oh, this buy sucks. It just, there's no other word for it. It sucks for VP.Angels. It feels like they've not been able to have many gun rounds whatsoever. They've been locked out completely. Eka hoping, but not finding. Oh,
ooh.
Nice shot. Okay. Lucy, this might be on.
All right. Thing is, Margaret's presence here, I think she knows that going through A main now is maybe a moot point because they're going to be considering it. Instead, she's going to come through Donut. That smoke is going to land right where she wanted to go. So it's on, but only if they can find these kills quickly. There's a chance here. The MP9, the shadow advantage. Ronica misses her mark. And Mia able to capitalize, slings on through. It's a double up in towards Donut. A smoke goes forward, knocking off their positions, and another one onto the bomb, but it has to be the full 10 seconds. Surely the spam is going to connect HG4, but that second smoke is doing work for them. And Mio, what a round. 3 for her, 2 with the MP9 at the end. And VP will find their second round.
Need a third. Need a third if you're VP. That one's given over by Spirit. That was just them feeling so confident. Ronica's swinging and giving over a massive shadow advantage against the SMGs. Full credit to Mio for just playing bodyguard. Doesn't even see Averona, just has a feeling. And that's one of the low buy wins that we've been so familiar with all series long for VP.Angels. It comes in, but it comes in round 11. Way too late for this team. Hoping and praying for a third. Ronica. Ambitious.
She didn't hit the leg there, did she? On Tayak?
Yeah, I think she did.
That's crazy.
Yeah, she did. Aka's red, yeah.
That's... And then Jammie fighting that kill back onto B. That's actually kind of huge. Okay. So 4v4 and Ayaka is low. She can just hold this angle here. Keep an eye on things. Flash is going to reveal her position. Oh, Averone is now picking up the AWP and having a bit of a lookie.
Look at the conditioning, though, that's been set over at A so much to the point where you've got the kill in towards Donut and VP just feel like they have to be so aware of middle. They have to really be concerned to the point where Team Spirit can just roll out the red carpet, stroll in on pure contact. This is fantastic, by the way. Just a decision not to use their utility, just to play pure contact. Finally, they will, but they're on the site already.
Okay, Nora just slip through and find Averona. That's given an advantage over to VP. Great flashbang. Oh, that sets up tenweri, but she can't quite find the first for Jammie. Doubles up. I remember Ayaka is so low. Good HG comes through. Ayaka finds the timing onto Ulis. At Jammie, one more. Looking for the ace, but she can't find it. It's a more to collect the kill. And she'll come through with that defuse. VP, by the skin of their teeth, find 2 rounds at the end of the half.
That I made, listen to the way that I must be winning. You think you know me, but you ain't got no clue. Been running your mouth, you got nothing better to do. You tried to tame me, but this queen's coming out. Keep throwing shade my way and I'll take you down. Look at me now. I am a boss, are you hearing this? I am a boss, living fabulous. I am a boss, watch me win this game. B-O-S-S, that's how you spell my name. This must be winning, baby, bow down and look at me now. This must be winning, baby, bow down and look at me now. I am a boss, I am a boss. This must be winning, baby, bow down and look at me now. You coming for me, but I'm already there. No stakes and no spoons, only words, so why should I care? Try to tear me down, give me all you got. 'Cause you're the first one I'll be coming back for. Look at me now. I am a boss, are you hearing this? I am a boss, living fabulous. I am a boss, watch me win this game. B-O-S-S, that's how you spell my name. This must be winning, baby, bow down and look at me now. This must be winning, baby, bow down and look at me now. I am a boss, I am a boss. This must be winning, baby, bow down and look at me now. I do what I want, I do what I want, do it from the top. I say what I want, I say what I want, knowing what I gotta do. What I want, I do what I want, do it from the top. I say what I want, I say what I want, knowing what I got. And look at me now. This must be winning, baby, bow down. I am a boss, I am a boss. And look at me now. This must be winning, baby, bow down. I am a boss, I am a boss.
Yeah. Working my fingers down to the bone. I've been building my kingdom up on my own. Got a destiny, baby, and a set in stone. Look at me now, look at me now. Slaving away 8 days a week. I've been shaking all the leaves off the money tree. And I'm harder than a dealer on a winning streak. Look at me now, look at me now. Can I get a witness?
One-way traffic, really, on that T side for Team Spirit. And it's a solid team effort as well. When you take a look at who's providing the heavy lifting, can call on any one of these players for a multi-kill. VP.Angels with 3 rounds right at the very end, but is it enough? Fast play on to B. It needs to be their pistol.
So it comes through. Spam for the USPs, not finding any fatal damage. Bomb hasn't quite made its way over, but yeah, we'll bring that through now to plant. So we'll have to be the retake. Yeah, Aka's got a Molotov, so keep your eyes on her deploying that because there is no smoke at all for the bomb, but there is a kid, Averona. I swear she was mid-air. Spams through onto Margot's noggin, and she's looking for more. In towards the cave, they find again a kill. Mio gets one. Now it's got to be this Molotov set up and over, but it's not going to find the kill. It's not fatal. Oh, actually it is. It gets the kill, but I don't think it's going to matter. The kid's still there. Needed to survive a little bit longer on the site for that Molotov to come into effect.
Hi, Aka doing the Hugo Byron. Shout out my boy. He made this tweet like a few years ago where he had 2 mollies there and he just threw them from that position and just won the pistol round like a 1v4. Nice try, but ultimately the retake is just clean from Spirit. And this is going to sound like such a silver thing for me to say, and I'm sorry guys, but this is how basic it is. VP gives Team Spirit so much success and so much respect that Team Spirit can just go, yeah, we can run at them. That's all they're doing right now. They are feeling so confident. They are just sprinting at their opposition, and they are letting VP.Angels not have any sort of chance to get set up into a familiarity of an after plant. Hold my breath, because that was near from Mio, but not quite.
Speaking of near, NIP just won out over Ensathina, who almost had that series after starting out with a win on map 1. But NIP, 13-5 on the deciding map to take that series.
Sheesh.
That's a big bounce back from them, not just in that series, but also after the start of the season was a little rocky, the opening match. Jammie looking out towards mid. There's a lot of players on the other side, and they are holding rifles. This is a very difficult clear for Mio.
I mean, she fired off a shot, but tenweri can also just see the shadow. You get such a big advantage there. Good space in Donut, at least for a more, but like it's just one of those where it's like, at least there's space. They're rotating into B right now, Lucy, and there's 3 players to Team Spirit here.
Yeah, they've not budged at all. They might start to get shaky. Amor doesn't even show presence, but it's enough to bring a player over. Ulos gets that first kill, and now they're in. tenweri gets a wild spray off, and it's enough to find the kill. Crossing onto the side, they are able to get the bomb over. 3 versus 3. There is this mid flank coming through as well that could be threatening. In fact, it is. Amor gets her kill. Jammie and Ronica, who have been phenomenal, 14 spirits so far today, have to pull off the 2 versus 3. No kit, no util, just pure firepower. But Margot, with 2 quick headshots, keeps VP's run alive.
Gotta go back all the way to map 1 for how Team Spirit were playing that CT side of Overpass, where it felt really shaky. They weren't really too sure of what was going on. They left mid open for such a long time. They were worried about the potential with Donut, but rather than sticking to their guns with 20 seconds left, they rotate. And I feel like at that point, they should have just committed to the setup, because worst case scenario, you still got players on A to challenge. You can still play retake. But then move in, unravels everything. Oh. Well, if you're an AWPer, you got to be good with your digs.
Yeah. I feel like all her shots are so flashy, I swear. Oh, a little bit of spam. Jammie singed. His Spirit have forced into this. With an opening kill, they can afford to bring extra bodies over to B. It's going to be the right read.
Uh-oh. That is another deagle shot. tenweri, is cleared by Mio at the bare minimum. This bomb still needs to come into the site. Will eventually make it there. Ulis isn't going to be cleared. That's an AK. Advantage still with Team Spirit. The spam not going to deny the bomb. But there's still every opportunity here that this gets out of control for VP.Angels. Necessary fight on Cave. That brings a little bit of stability, but Spirit know exactly where VP.Angels are. There's a kit on the site as well, and of course, it's Ronica. 3 deagle shots in the round. The reposition from Mayaka needs to be everything, and it's not. Caught with nades out. Team Spirit hit 11.
What a round from Ronica. Those deagle headshots, they actually, there's a bit of a window there where it can fall apart because Ronica thinks that Mio is still in towards the corner, but wow, what a couple of deagles. We get to see this first one back. That's smooth as you like. She escapes, then boom, right on Daki and Nora. And we'll see the final deagle headshot onto default as well. All of them just precise from Ronica. What an absolute star. Had a bit of a quieter ancient, but now she's got the AWP off the back of that triple kill. Team Spirit, they are firmly in control of this map.
Yeah, feels like a matter of time now. It's a question of when Team Spirit are going to close this out rather than if. Here's that lurk smoke. No one peeking. Cool flashbang. It completely blinds where Mio is looking. Averona feels the presence of VP.Angels in towards mid, so we'll have to concede that space.
tenweri is able to find that opener into Mio as well. Jammie, forcefully taken out of this round by a bullet to the dome. Ronica Snuck on in. Gives her up over the Avarota on low HP. A nice little angle. Great kill. Bomb dropped. Can't get the second. But it's information and further damage.
And now you feel uncomfy yet again if you're VP.Angels. Like, where can you go? It relies so much on Margot getting space in towards red, which she will find. But this is still being accounted for. Avarona is stuck between two different angles, but the way she's playing this, she's enabling the rest of her team to clear this out. Gut out B. She doesn't need to fight. Oh, the timing. Oh, the timing. She looks back, and she can't hit the shot.
Unlucky. Margot gets an upgrade. This retake is a difficult one, but I think you feel with so much confidence with your spirit that you want to give this a go. Even if you just find a couple of kills, it'll be crippling, but Margot, with that collected orb, finds one. Ayaka can't quite find the follow-up. With her health so low, she's just going to escape with the AK. At least she's found another kill. VP will find 5 rounds.
Shame for Spirit, because it felt like they set themselves up perfectly. Really good push by Ronica towards A. She's been so dynamic. She's getting so much information for Team Spirit, but they just can't capitalize upon it. Full credit to Angels, because they slow down the pace. They wait for Margot to kind of be that activator, clearing out Red Room, walking through Spawn, and that shot from Amor is just gross.
Alright, well, gonna be another force buy from Spirit. AK and FAMAS, the stars of the show. They've already displayed their prowess with the pistols. Some control early towards middle, but VP know that they should have the advantage into this one, both weaponry and utility-wise. So happy to be patient early on. Jammie taking the first engagement, but that was all destruction to set up. Lucy can't quite find it. And big damage done onto tenweri as well means that her AK is now able to be, well, unable to be as effective. FMS recovered, but Avarota absolutely saw that, picked up, and calls for support from mid. VP navigating against this force buy successfully. It's only Ronica left. And with all these kills over on B, you just feel like that's where VP are about to go.
There's a weird world where she can deny the bomb here, but she's being too slow. It won't happen. All Team Spirit needed there was a flash. They brought so many smokes into this round. If they had a flashbang and they went for that peak with utility, I feel like it would have just gone a lot better. Instead, you're just trying to bait your pistols into setting the rifles up for success, but not working. Amor should have this kill dead to rights. And Ronica's not even going to give her the satisfaction. Might go into the AWP instead. Target practice for Ayaka, and to be fair to Ayaka, she has really kind of stepped up in this map. She has been present on the server, where for Vertigo it kind of felt like her impact was notably missing.
Yeah, I will say, obviously Ronica is an exception, but often Vertigo isn't a map that AWPers have the most amount of impact compared to riflers. It can be, especially on the T side, it can be very difficult. But here, she's definitely finding that presence. And it's full Spirit onto the eco. So we're gonna get into A main. You might find a nice timing on this push because it's gonna come really early. But it is being helpful by Amor. He's now going to be hearing all of those footsteps paddling along in the mud. Calls out to her teammates. And they hold fine against these pistols.
I've actually been really impressed with Amor just this series, especially on CT side. Just the way she's being given a lot of the small site anchor roles on CT sides, but is often left completely alone. And I think what she does really well is she always puts herself and repositions to a point where she's in the safest point possible. And she never really kind of dies for free. I feel like it's kind of more exaggerated on the T side because there's some moments in which she kind of is forced into these positions that have been made at the hand of Team Spirit. But I've been really impressed just watching like how kind of careful she is just all over the server, no matter what map it is. Foolish just hoping to find at least one kill. Consolation perhaps, but not happening. VP.Angels are making this a conversation piece now. They kind of draw the rounds in a little bit, trying to rein in Spirit.
Yeah, and honestly, this is the start of it, right? Keeping it clean against the pistols. Considering you only had 2 alive in the round prior means that this extended comeback into this game has a bit of legs to work on. Veronica's going to go wanting. No ult for her. So Ayaka continues to be able to do what she wants. She has a forward position. I'd like to see her maybe try some of the peaks that Veronica was going for so much. You know, like the ones in towards cave. Maybe even getting boosted up onto the box at B. Take a little pause. I'm sure we'll be getting back into the action very shortly. Utility very wanting just in general across the Spirit side.
Yeah, that's always kind of been the case. Team Spirit have been relying a lot more just kind of on their individuals, whereas VP.Angels have been using their utility to kind of set themselves up to be in the best possible position to try and close a round. So I don't think Team Spirit are going to mind that too much. I feel like what's going to hurt more is the fact that Veronica's not on an AWP. I feel like that has been a key factor that has really been lacking, especially on the CT side, just the way that the money has been. I feel like they would have really benefited from Veronica kind of having a sniper. And the fact that she was unleashed on Vertigo and now has kind of been tamed a little bit on Ancient is upsetting for Spirit because that's what they want. They just need 2 more rounds. They're just hoping that if she gets an AWP at any opportunity, that she'll be able just to pop off with it.
Just with the rifles brawling into this one as almost all the utility is dispensed immediately just for the sake of getting this control in towards middle, but it's going to be difficult to hold on to it. That's the big issue. They're going to be able to re-smoke it once if they wish, but no. Team Spirit know that they have to take full advantage of the util they've used. They've taken a lot of space in towards lane. I like this. 3 players going to be locking it down.
There's flashes available if they want to go for this. Push through the smoke, VP.Angels, but it's tough. And it feels like they're forced into this play because they don't have middle. They don't really have space into A main. They're going to have to go for a play like this, and this could be their downfall.
Tenweri's going to play anti-flash, so she can try and dodge most of this util, and the flames aren't in her feed. She's found a little gap, but Ayaka is holding for Ulyss's swing. That's perfect. Veronica falls back off cave. VP don't need to push any further. They can just hold down these positions, knowing that Team Spirit's going to get aggressive elsewhere. They've done it on A main. They've done it on ramp. Ayaka with 2 more kills. VP playing this to perfection.
They're really exploiting Team Spirit, especially on CT sides. Yet again, you've got contact being taken A main, and at the same time, Veronica is pushing B ramp alone. It's very individual. Something that we weren't seeing from Team Spirit on their T side. And of course, with this new team, it's a lot easier to kind of practice T sides because you're, again, controlling the tempo a lot more of what's going to happen. You're practicing executes you've been working on a lot offline. CT sides, it's a lot more like in the moment of what's going on. And you can tell that Team Spirit have got all these ideas. They understand the reactions that they need to make, but they're not doing it in tandem with each other across the map, and it results in VP.Angels just being able to play passive. That's how VP.Angels like to play. You've played 2 maps, and now we're deep into a 3rd. And surely you know that VP.Angels are going to be waiting until like the last 30 seconds to go for an execute. You do not need to be pushing them. If anything, the pressure should be on VP. They've got to come back.
Yeah, well, this comeback is happening. And that was with tenweri having such a nice little spot that she'd found there, right, in behind the Molotov. But big issue is lack of utility. I mean, I really liked from Team Spirit the way they went about that round in terms of getting that space early and just holding on to it. But it's so hard to be able to withstand a full belt from every player on VP, just flushing out those positions, flashing on over, holding every line. So now you've got these 2 saved rifles. You've got an MP9 on Ulyss. A conversation about VP bringing this one back.
They need to stop pushing A main, Team Spirit. Like, it's happening every single round to the point where obviously you're conditioning it, so there's going to be a player dedicated to holding it. This time it's 2 with Margot and Amor. But at this point, because you've done it so much, your Spirit, you can just leave it and you can play further back and you can go for this stack. That's why they've got this one on B right now. One of the riflers just in cave, but the thing is it's actually the pistol that's being baited in by the rifler. Mio will clear Averona first.
Yeah, I guess tenweri can swing on through and get the rifle as well. So that's an AK that can be picked up for her. And yeah, no trade, but Akinora decides to take space on towards the site. Ronica with just the USP can't really get too much done there. And Margot are able to deal with both the players in towards cave. Ayakazor gets that kill. And there's not really any issues against these saved rifles and MP9, which can't even get involved. This is not going to be a 3-round game.
This is, if Team Spirit don't kind of sort out their CT side in the next couple of rounds, the momentum will run away from them. Because the economy just isn't there. It isn't sustainable. And VP.Angels are not doing anything special in these rounds. They're just playing their own game, of course, but they are playing so passive to the point where Team Spirit are so worried about the lack of info that they've got and the lack of map control, because it's just raising so many questions in the mind of these Team Spirit players. And again, I know we've talked about it earlier, but I'm going to bring it back. What was the graphic that we put up right at the start of the game? Average age for this team, so young, 20.5 years. And VP.Angels, they are just creating so much doubt. Is there a gap? Is there something we should have accounted for? Why aren't they pushing? All of these questions flowing through your head in the middle of a round is difficult. Especially when you're at the top of your game. You need 2 rounds to win the map. And it's felt that way for an eternity for Spirit.
Yeah, I mean, it has been an eternity. It's now 5 in a row. War VP, the Bruce spotted. I like the idea, but Ayaka is so aware. She really has come alive on Ancient. And it's been great to see. It's been a big part of the success of VP on this comeback. Eliminating Ronica immediately is massive. Wanted to get involved early, and the Bruce would have been the perfect way to do it. Finally gets that orb that's been eluding her for so long and can't even fire it off.
Now we're getting this aggression again, but this time it's actually coming in together, and I was going to say at the right time, Ayaka's holding. Team Spirit aren't going to overextend. This is much better from them. As long as tenweri doesn't go around this corner, it's fine.
Ayaka's going to fall off the line with the bomb as well. They're going to be going back over towards A, and it is just one player here, Averona, who's spotted.
Okay.
Oh my god, okay. Still gets that kill into a more. The bomb has to come through main, so VP going to have to fight on forward into her domain. She's got a nice little angle, and she's going to hear all this coming. So she knows this fight is coming her way. She can face towards it, and maybe she can get something from the elevated angle. It's almost 2. Averona with a ferocious round, and the bomb is dropped by this push in towards middle. Finally, Team Spirit breaking through this run of VP rounds. Unless Mio with 10 HP can do something. 1 kill is hers, the second not going to be. Spirit finding series point.
What a play by Averona. The first kill onto A main, but it's the incendiary she deploys as well, because it acts as a visual disruptor for Ayaka and also as a distraction. It means the players can push in towards middle, and there's a timing that's been hit tenweri will deny that bomb, and from there, everything spirals out of control. 30 seconds to breathe, used by Team Spirit. They want to make sure, they want to know that they can guarantee this map. It's not going to come easy. The money's still not there, and it's plentiful for the Angels. They can keep buying and buying and buying.
Verona. The youngest player right on this team. Insane from her. Just 16 years old. The mechanical skill on display though with that almost double right towards the A main as they're both swinging her at once. They're actually able to control it to get the second dink as well. Beautiful stuff. And that might be the play that gets Team Spirit this victory. As VP had the opener, they were ready to get double digits. But now they need 3 in a row to force overtime.
This is the best chance Team Spirit have got at closing the game right now. They've got everything. They've also got B. But this same setup, this same play undid them before, so they've changed their angles. Another re-smoke. But this time, pressure being applied to A. Much earlier out the gate for VP.Angels. You're not allowing Team Spirit to push A main. They've got that space off the back of a more. How many smokes? How many?
That's all of no. Jammie does have one. I mean, she's holding it to smoke off if they come through cave. Flashbang. Nothing behind it though. It'd be so funny if she came over and smoked it.
There she is.
Oh my god, she's doing it. It's gonna land. Oh, they have to go through. They have to force their way in, and tenweri on the other side gets the first kill, commits to the spray, and commits 2 of them to their deaths. Ulis gets that 3rd kill, and it's on to Amor and Ayaka, 2 versus 4, time ticking, and they're completely separated. Look at the minimap, look where Amor is compared to Ayaka, who's fighting solo up towards B, 20 seconds left. She has to commit into the site. There's a Molotov denying her teammates flank as well. Maybe a chance for a crazy bomb plant, but no, this one's over. Ayaka can't get it done, and Team Spirit finally best VP.
I'm gonna be honest, is VP.Angels getting stuck in their ways right at the very end there. How many smokes? We said 4 that were thrown. 1 off spawn, 3 from every single defender on B, shutting VP.Angels out. They didn't take mid. Sure, you went over towards A. That didn't bring any rotations. You needed to fight mid.